I think there are several benefits to tutoring. First of all, I think it forces our students to evaluate their own thinking. Sometimes you don't even know quite how you got to the answer, and it kind of forces you to actually sit down and evaluate your own thinking and say, ooh, what did I do to get to that answer? And so it makes you think about your own thinking. I think you learn how to form questions to ask other students. Rather than just giving them the answer and say, well, the answer is A, you start asking questions of those students so that they kind of start thinking about their own thinking, and those questions kind of help lead them through the process so that they arrive at hopefully the right answer.
What reasons would you give to encourage others to become a peer mentor, and what are some of the benefits of it?
Some reasons I would give would be to learn just how to tutor people, whether it be small groups or a big class. You can do it no matter what level you're at. You can tutor elementary school kids, you can tutor middle school, you can tutor high school, or even college when you're there. It's just life skills that you can use.
How has your iConnect class improved?
There's much more enthusiasm. The kids are much more likely to participate and ask questions, and it's all because my mentors have found ways to inspire them to actually do what they're supposed to be doing.
What have you learned by watching these changes happen?
The biggest thing is that the kids relate so much differently to my mentors than they do to me. Because I'm older, I haven't taken the test in a long time, but my students can relate to my senior mentors because they have done testing recently, and they can tell them, hey, I wish I would have known this. Also, my mentors are awesome this year, and they do different activities to build the teams up so that they feel more comfortable interacting with each other overall.
There was different cliques, and it was really difficult at first because when we got in there, nobody wanted to do what we were asking of them. So that was difficult already, like, off the bat. And then just going in and trying to get them to do the work was hard. Then they didn't want to cooperate or participate, and it took a minute. So Miranda and I had to go to see Miss Taylor, and we talked to her, and we came up with the idea of breaking the class into 2 groups. And so we did icebreakers, and we did fun games instead of doing the reading. So that way, at least if we didn't get to the reading, we got them to be more social with each other. And the class is very, like, integrated now. Not everybody sits, like, alone in their cliques. So, I mean, it's very, like, I like the way it turned out.
I enjoyed watching the different interactions between the peers, the senior students, as well as the sophomore students, and then compare it to my interaction with them. I learned some things I like to observe. It's interesting to see the different dynamics between the peers and the teacher myself.
Hey, I'm just going to teach these kids how to do it, and they're going to do it. But then when we got in, our class was not willing to do much. They just wanted to do their own thing and just breeze through it. They didn't think it was helpful at all. So my partner and I, we had to figure out ways to get them to actually want to do this and find the value of doing it. So we had to go through having them bond together and be comfortable with each other first before they could actually start learning. And our teacher was very helpful and let us kind of do our own thing and worked with us to get us to get our class to the point of actually learning. And I just think, like, when you go in, you think it's just going to be like, oh, we're just going to tell them how to do it. But you really have to bond with them and have them bond with each other so that they actually value what you're doing.
The main benefit I've seen is their growth. So as an incentive, I've been tracking their growth and, like, showing it to them on a chart. And it really gets them excited to learn and do better and learn the skills that they need and do better on the SAT they're preparing for.
I saw a lot of growth among the students since the peer mentor program has started. I noticed that some of the students realize that it's more than just reading the words. It's actually understanding what the words mean, understanding, comprehending, which is the essence of reading. And I think that's a very important skill to have for the rest of your life.
You can better read the SAT-like questions and break it down and answer the questions better.
When I came in, I was a really shy person, and I didn't speak much. I just sat in the corner and kind of just did my thing. But through this process, I've learned how to talk to people and like be comfortable going up and helping people and like communicating with teachers. And I just feel like, and I've been stronger in explaining myself because I've found that high school has been kind of easy for me. So being able to teach it to people has been like not something I had to do, and I feel like now I can like effectively do that.
Yeah, I think this experience is really great for resumes and college applications and for leadership opportunities as well. It gives you a really good set of skills that you can use when you're trying to become a leader, improve your leadership skills.
I do think it's has some merit. It's one thing to be taught from a teacher, but to get it from a peer who's more closely related to their age, I think some students may listen to them more than a teacher would, than they would a teacher. So I definitely see some merit to it, not only on the student's part, but the mentor's part as well. Again, they always say you learn better by teaching somebody else. So I think they got some value as well, the mentors, and of course, like I previously said, that I got some value out of it too. So it's a win-win-win situation for everybody.
Do you feel the mentor program is valuable to the students?
Extremely. It's very important to them because they have a chance not only to ask the mentors questions about how to do the annotations and the readings, but also questions about high school related things. And really, they can ask them about just about anything, and they would be able to give a good answer.
Yes,
Why?
because it looks like a lot of fun, and you get to be a little more social, and I'll probably do a lot more of the SAT questions.
So become a tutor. Help yourself grow. Help our students learn.